Well, my family moved here when I was in third grade by way of the Air Force Base and coming from California. And so it feels like I've been here my whole life, and went to several elementary schools and middle school and high school here. And so I've been here for a long time, it feels like, most of my life. Taylor County, you know, when we look at it, they vote for Republicans because they say they're Republicans, is what we're noticing when we go to doors. And so what we're hoping to do as a party is to show them, like, hey, this is what it looks like to be a Republican. Look at the platform, look at the legislative priorities. And so we're noticing when they vote, it's more based on personality. You know, hey, I go to church with them, I went to college with them, you know. We're not really voting based on, you know, how they represent us, but how nice they are and where we went to school with them, and hey, they're our neighbor and stuff like that. So as a party, what we're hoping to do is bring it back to the way it should be, like, hey, how'd you represent us this last term? So the party's moving forward. We're trying to turn from being just a social club where we get together once a month and, you know, hear speakers, but we're actually doing things. You know, our Republican Party was meant to have action. And so what we've done recently is we did lots of block walking for the presidential election. We're knocking on doors. In fact, we hit our mark early and we had to come up with more, and so we hit new registered voters. And so we're moving into an active group and trying to develop. Now, we are developing slowly, but we're starting kind of with nothing. And so we're seeing a lot of our precinct chairs do well in their precincts, but we got a lot of improvement to go do. And we're trying to really equip them to do better in the Taylor County area. So some are going to do better than others. You think about, we have a neighborhood that, you know, has houses 15 feet apart, and then we have neighborhoods that it feels like miles between them here in Taylor County, where you're running into dogs and all that while you're knocking on doors. Every precinct's going to look different, but we're trying to utilize the precinct chairs and the precinct neighborhoods to go out and reach their counties so we can be more effective. And the Republican Party was actually meant to be from the ground up. So there's a precinct convention, there's county convention, state convention, and then the national convention. And so you have the right to go to your precinct convention and share your voice, write a resolution, you know, be able to have a voice for the actual state party and national party. And many people don't understand that we're grown up that way, that we start that even the little guy has a voice. And the way you become a delegate is you go to the precinct, then you go to the county, and we vote for you to go to the state convention. And then we also send people to the national convention as delegates. You don't have to be friends with somebody. You just have to come to a convention and say, here's my idea, here's what I want a resolution to look like, or here's what I want to do. And you can connect with people that you're next door neighbors with, that you maybe didn't even know that y'all had the same values. In the past, Taylor County has not had a lot of delegates going to the state convention. You know, we would fill maybe a third of the seats, but we've been getting a lot stronger. Our last convention, we actually had a strong voice. We were there right alongside Lubbock, got to partner with Lubbock and be able to help make a lot of decisions that would move forward. And that's what we're hoping to do, is to send a strong delegation to be a voice for you in Taylor County. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel, but we are trying to do something that's very hard to do. And there are lots of ideas that come forward with this, but trying to implement them here in Taylor County. We're trying to make our precinct chairs be the ones that are at the center of the precinct, that can keep you informed, to help organize the precinct, but they're going to need you to come in and walk alongside them to stay part of the conversation. And even though we don't 100% agree, be able to work together and strengthen our area. So we're going to have lots of precinct chairs that are going to go out and visit with people, have precinct meetings within their precincts to help grow our party. And we want to encourage that, because that's really the way things are going to get stronger, where one guy goes and gets another person to another person and another person, and we just grow.